grapes! Ah! That's right. Grapes. That's right. Start the show. Coffee first. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Fears. What is up, you guys? I have got a hell of a show for you today, and let's start things out with a few updates. Bam! The next show, the next toy show, the next toy convention is September 29th, Jacksonville, Florida Collectors Fest. I will not be going to that one because Jacksonville is like 3 hours that way, and then I have to drive 3 hours back this way. So Fears will not be going that way and coming back down this way. I will be staying here, entertaining you guys. But the next one that I'm going to is October 5th, the Kissimmee Collectors Fest. That one's always a good one. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. So if you guys want information on all of these shows, go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos right up here on Facebook, or go to FloridaToyShowsAndExpos.com, and you can hang out with Fears and Jeff and all the other nerds at the conventions. Whoop, there it is. All right. Anyway, next, guys, Fears' birthday is coming up, and I have not heard from my fans in quite a long time. My birthday is October 28th, so you guys have quite some time, but send me fan letters. Send me fan letters. Send me things to unbox. Send me some fan mail. I would love to hear from you guys. If you guys send me fan mail and send it to this address, right? I will debut it in a vlog, a live stream. I will definitely do a response. So, 16745 CAGAN Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B. PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. And if you guys cannot remember that, no worries. It's always in the description of every live stream or every video. So there it is. So I want to hear from you guys. All right, there it is. I have not added any more movies to the list. I think I have a plenty on the list. So there's that. Today's topics are, I'm going to be reviewing not one, not two, not three, but 4 movies. Then we're going to do the top 10 Flash. That's right. Then we're going to answer some questions, and we're going to get into some other delicious jams and jellies. So let's open up the chat. Let's get things a-moseying. Let's get things a-rocking. Let's get things moving. So I hope you guys have had a great day so far. My day's been pretty good. I'll be honest, though. It's been kind of rainy outside. It's been raining all day. First, a torrential downpour, then a light drizzle. Now we're back to a torrential downpour right now. Probably in about 15, 20 minutes, it'll be another light drizzle, stuff like that. So, and then the last top 10 we're going to do today is Fears is always reading, but I keep a record of how many books I've read. So I'm going to do the top 10 books I've read so far, because I'm in the middle of reading 2 or 3 books right now. Right now I'm reading Wild Wisdom. I'm reading Paul Jr. Design's bio book. And then I'm reading A Christmas Carol. All 3 books at the same time. So, all right. Let me open up the chat here. There we are. Let's see. I'm going to do the top 10 books. There we are. Yo, we got 4 people watching. Yeah, dude. What's up? What is up? Can you guys hear that thunder? Oh, man. It's a rockin'. It's a rockin'. I'm telling you, hurricane season sucks down here. It sucks. It's either cold, wet, miserable, rainy, or it's just gray clouds galore, my friends. That's just how it is. Anyway, I got my book. I'm ready to rock and roll. I got my coffee. I got my healthy snack. I checked my weight this morning when I got home from work before I had a little snooze. I am down to 188. So we're getting there. We're getting. I'm sorry, not 188. Excuse me, not 188. 190. My bad. Excuse me. 190. We're getting there. Because I was 200 and the last time I told you guys, I think I said I was at 210 or 205 or something like that. I honestly can't remember, but I'm at 190 now. So the cheeks have kind of gone down a little bit, so let's keep it down. Let's keep the weight off. Let's keep it off. So, yeah. Yo, Visions, what's up? You know what? You're probably right, Visions. Let me check, because I'm not actually sure when hurricane season is over. So let me look. That's a good question. He says, Fears, I thought hurricane season was over. I don't know. Let me check. That's why we have Google. When is hurricane season over in Florida? All right. No, Visions. It says hurricane season typically runs. Hurricane season in Florida officially runs from June 1st to November 30th. Most hurricane activity peaks in Florida from mid-August to mid-October, but is usually done by November 30th or around November 30th. Okay, so we still have a little while to go. A little while. That's what Google said. That is what Google is telling me. So yeah. No, not yet, Visions. Not yet. I'm going to though. I'm going to. So these are the movies that I've been watching over the last couple of days. And I'll be honest, Visions. Remember I told you last night that I watched that Blue Steel? Oh my God, it was a letdown. It was so boring. I can't wait to tell you guys my review. It was so boring. I watched over halfway, and after halfway, I was like, this is so fucking boring. And it even had sexy Jamie Lee Curtis in it. And I was like, I'm done. So yeah. So get ready for that review coming up soon. Yo, Walter, what's up? But this is what I've been watching recently. So I watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire again, and I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. Then I watched Triple H's, all of his matches. It's basically a movie on how he became Triple H and how he, a highlight reel of all of his favorite matches and fans and his fans' favorite matches. And then this was the letdown. Blue Steel, my friend. Blue Steel. It's starring Jamie Lee Curtis. A rookie cop, a demented killer, a point-blank thriller. It was not a thriller. It was more like a dramatic thriller. A thriller is like suspenseful, it keeps you on your toes. This is all dramatic. Oh, I love you, Charles. You're amazing. And then a tiny bit of thriller. So, I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea. And I thought it was going to be my cup of tea because it had Jamie Lee Curtis in it. Not the best. Not the best, I should say. But we'll get to these a little bit later. So, anyway. Walter, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? Fears are doing all right. Oh, I forgot to tell you how many we had last night. So, I had a chance to go home early because we didn't have that much. But I was the good employee, and I opted to stay. We only had 34,000. So, I'm really going to cherish those days because I shit you not, the week of Halloween is going to be monstrous. And anything past the week of Halloween, going into November, going into December, January, it lightens up like mid-February. So I'm going to enjoy these light days because I shit you not, the minute it turns October 1st, all hell will break loose. Literally. So yeah. All right. So let's do a top 10, my friends. All right. There we are. Oh, check it out. I forgot to tell you guys. New Hawaiian shirt. Just like the other one, the blue one. I bought this like 4 months ago, and I'm just getting around to wearing it. It was in my closet hanging up. Still had the price tag on it. I ripped the price tag off, washed it, threw it on. There we are. Top 10. Let's see here. Top 10 books I've read. And I keep a record of all the books that I've read on my Facebook. So I'm just going to open up my Facebook. Make like a tree and get out of here. Pretty much. Classic line, Walter, from Back to the Future. Well, I mean, he kind of says it all the way through the series, my friend. So, good old fucking Biff Tannon. You know what? I'll be honest. Biff Tannon's a wuss. One hit from the Fears Man and he would have been done. I kid you not. One hit from the Fears Man and I've been like, oh yeah, you like to pick on people? Well, guess what, Biff? Up your ass. That's right. Walter, you better send Fears' Crystal Skull vodka bottle soon, buddy. Because I'm starting to get a little parched. A little parched, my friend. I am ready to pay the money. I'm ready to have the Crystal Skull vodka bottle on my shelf. You let me know. You let me know. Fears, do you have the hairiest chest on YouTube? This is true. I do. I do. In fact, I made a video about it, Walter. You should totally check it out. Fears has the hairiest chest. I mean, look at this. It is a rockin'. Look at that. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. It's so hairy. And you know what? I'll be honest. It's the only hair on my body besides the top of my head. I don't have any hair here or on my back. Nothing. It's a hairy chest and on top of my head. That's it. That is it, my friend. That is it. So there we are. I'm gonna make you wait until you made me wait for the. Oh no! No! You can't do that to me, Walter. I'm working on it. I am working on it. I'm working on it. It's almost done. It's almost edited. Walter, we're going to have a serious conversation right after this stream. I know you're kidding around. I know you haven't sent it yet because you were hanging out with your girlfriend last weekend. I remember you telling me that. And you said you're, oh, God. I wasn't trying to out you, Walter. Thank God I saved myself. Walter told me what he did for a living, and I almost doxed you. I'm so sorry. I caught myself. I was like, Walter has been really busy at his job, and I was like 2 seconds away. I was like, oh shit, Fears, don't say it. Don't say it. Let's just put it this way. Walter has been busy at his job. Enough said. So I understand, buddy. I understand. Thank God I saved it, though. All right. Top 10 books that I've read so far, because right now I'm reading 3 books. So this list is going to be from the books I've already read in the past. That I have a record of all the books that I have on my Facebook. So let me just let's see here. There we are. I'm just kidding. I'll try and get it sent off this week. Yeah, you better. What the hell, man? No, I'm just joking. You can send it whenever you want, Walter. I'm just joking around. I don't care when you send it, buddy. You let me know. That's why I don't want you knowing my real name, because you'll accidentally dox me. I would not dox you. I probably would save it. But yeah. I mean, I'll eventually find out, Walter, you know, when you ship it to me, but I promise I will not dox you. So yeah, I'm going to turn on my fan because it's really hot in here. All that fucking humidity outside, man. It's fucking ridiculous. It rains and then the sun comes out. Then it fucking torrential downpour for like 3 hours. And then the sun comes out. Now it's sunny outside. Hilarious. Give me 1 second. There we go. I don't know what it is, but Fears' body, I go from hot to cold to mild to kind of cold to kind of hot. Instead of menopause, it's like fucking menopause. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a thing where older men I don't know what the fuck it is. But sometimes I'm like super cold. Sometimes I'm super hot. I don't know what the hell's going on. Walter, I promise you, I would not dox you. In fact, I'm going to call Walter right now. I'm going to call him right now. You will forever be Walter. You will forever be Walter, man. I do apologize, Walter. I did save myself. I was just getting excited about owning the bottle. I cannot wait to have... I've never gotten an autograph from Dan Aykroyd. I'd love to meet him one day. I really would. My chances are getting very far and few between because he doesn't do a lot of conventions. He does a lot of alcohol bottle signings, but he doesn't... I don't think he's ever done a Comic-Con. I don't think, to my knowledge. I would love for him... I don't think Bill Murray's ever done a Comic-Con or Harold Ramis. I know Ernie Hudson has done tons of them. But for some reason, all the other Ghostbusters either don't like Comic-Con or they just haven't done one yet. Or surely someone must have asked them by now. But anyway, let's call Walter. Let's see here. Oh, he's probably at work. I don't know. Are you at work, Walter? If you are, I apologize, my friend. Oh, there she is. Oh, you're at work. My bad. My bad, buddy. Walter, you know I would never dox you. I would never dox you, buddy. Well, as long as you behave yourself, Rebecca, I guess you can stay. Quit man-whoring everybody. What the hell, man? Quit man-whoring everybody. Anyway. Walter, you know I would never dox you, buddy. But thank God I saved myself. I would never dox you. Because I know what it's like to be doxed. What the fuck? Oh, my lord. It's a pain in the ass. Alright. Let's do this top 10. Let me open up my Facebook so I can pull up my list of books that I've read. And it'll be hard because the books I've read have been very enjoyable reads, so it's going to be hard to pick 10, but I shall do my very best, my friends. Let's see here. Okay. So far I've read 38 books. 38 books. So, let's see here. And the books I've read, I'll just tell you guys the books I've read so far, all the way through. The Big Bang Theory, Zombie, A Handbook for the Newly Undead, The Zombie Survival Guide, Recorded Zombie Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Encyclopedia of Haunted Places. Somebody bought that for me because they know that I love, even though I've never seen a ghost, I like ghost stories. My mom bought me an original copy of The Wizard of Oz. It's not here. It's back in Missouri. Physics of the Future, Physics of the Impossible, The Actor at Work, when I was attempting to be an actor way back in the day. A Christmas Carol. I'm technically reading that right now. But I have another copy of A Christmas Carol back at home. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, my favorite childhood book. Mike's World, The Life of Mike Myers. Let's see here. Steve-O, The Professional Idiot. Everything in Its Place. The Bio Book of Mark Summers. The Autobiography of Santa Claus. Tim Allen, I'm Not Really Sure I'm Here. Sam Walton, Made in America. Unmasked, Kane Hodder's bio. The Stone Cold Truth. I'm Chevy Chase. Rosie O'Donnell. I like to read about people's life because mine's kind of boring. The Life of William Shatner. Drew Carey, Dirty Jokes. The Making of St. Louis Wizard World Comic Con. Bob Barker. Dustin Diamond. Popular Science and Mechanics. Hulk Hogan. I had to read the entire Security Officer Handbook when I first became a security officer, so I put that in there. Back to the Future, the entire cyclopedia, the making of Back to the Future. The Complete History of Friday the 13th. That was a good read. Ghostbusters Anniversary Collection, The Chris Farley Show, Sully, and then Ghostbusters, The Complete Making of Ghostbusters. And then Entertainment Weekly, I read that magazine. It's Slime Time whenever the female Ghostbusters came out. So let me just look through these. It's going to be hard to pick 10 because all of these were good reads. All of them. Every single one of them. So yeah. So I've read 38 books over the course of my life. I have to really be interested in it, you know. If it's just okay, then I'll just be like, oh, I'll wait till the movie comes out. But I do. If it's something that I'm, oh crap. Well, that just hit the floor, so never mind. Hilarious. It like went in and then like popped out, and I was like, all right, never mind. Anyway, let's see. Where did I leave off? I don't think you would on purpose. I think you would accidentally in a stream. If I ever did, Walter, I would be profoundly sorry, but I will do my very best. Because I'm going to find out whenever you eventually send it to me, but I just have to keep saying it in Fears' brain. When you go on stream, Walter. So yeah. Vision says, wow, 38 is quite a bit more than I was thinking. It makes sense, right, Visions? Because I've watched so many movies. I've probably watched more movies in the course of my life than I've read books. So I understand why you would write something like that. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I agree with you. But every once in a while, I shut the TV off, grab a book, and I do like to read. But again, it has to be something that I'm really interested in. Most of those books were about movies, about actors, their life, zombies, whatever. Ghostbusters. There's a couple of them in there. So it has to be something that I'm really interested in. So yeah. Let's see. Eddie says, yeah, hustle. Eddie has a read hustler. This is true. I wouldn't doubt it when it comes to Eddie. All right. Let me check out my list of books and let's get going here. I would have to pick, I'd say number one. This is probably no surprise to you guys. Number one would be Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, because that was the very first book that I read alone and together with me and my mom. My mom would read it to me before I would go to bed when I was a little kid from age 3 to age 6, you know. And I think the book came out before I was born. I think. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it, but it's my favorite childhood book. So number one, I'm going to put Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Number two is probably going to be Ghostbusters, the ultimate visual history guide, The Making of Ghostbusters. So it's a long title, but I'm going to put The Making of Ghostbusters. So The Making of Ghostbusters. Let's see here. Probably next would be Crystal Lake Memories, The Complete History of Friday the 13th and the Making of it. So I'm gonna shorten the title. Crystal Lake Memories would probably be next. Okay. Let's see. Let me look. I'll get to your comments in a minute. I've got my Facebook, and I'm looking at all the books that I basically found the book covers, and I uploaded them into an album so I could keep track of all the books I read. Probably Back to the Future would be next. The Making of Back to the Future. Okay, so that was number 4. Let's see here. I mean, all of these were great reads. Probably the Wizard World Comic-Con, The Making of Wizard World Comic-Con. How they invented it, which is hilarious, because that book is probably a collector's item now, because guess what? There is no Wizard World Comic-Con at all. So, yeah. Now it's like, whatever the hell it's called, like Fanboy Expo, or whatever the hell it is. So, I remember when my buddy Eric called me and said, Fierce, did you see them change the name? I'm like, yeah, I know. It's total bullshit. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, exactly what I just said. I'm like, Eric, Wizard World Comic-Con is a much better name for that convention. Fanboy Expo, that's just so plain. I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm like, it's just, that name is so crap. I don't know why they changed it. It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. All right, let's see here. Number 5. I'm going to put down Kane Hodder's autobiography. He seemed to have an interesting life before and after he played Jason. So it's called Unmasked. So Unmasked, Kane Hodder's bio book. I have to shorten it because whenever I get done with the top 10, this was from yesterday, I try to draw a line and use another page before I go on to the next page. All right. So I have to kind of hone it all in. Number 6, I'm definitely going to put down Mark Summers' bio book. He is, without a doubt, in my opinion, not only did he host my favorite kids game show, motherfucking Double Dare, he is, without a doubt, the greatest game show host of all time. Because he didn't just he hosted so many shows. He started on Double Dare. Then he did What Would You Do on Nickelodeon. Then he did Couch Potatoes. And then he did, what was the other one? Then he did Super Sloppy Double Dare. Then he did Family Double Dare because it changed. It went from Double Dare to Super Sloppy Double Dare. Oh, I'm sorry. It went from Double Dare, Super Sloppy Double Dare, Celebrity Double Dare, and then Family Double Dare. And then when they canceled the show, it ended on Family Double Dare. Then after Family Double Dare, then he did Couch Potatoes. Then he was on a bunch of game shows. He was on Pyramid, Password. Whenever Jimmy Kimmel had that game show on the Man Show or whatever, he was on that. He was on so many. So I got to put down Mark Summers' bio book. So he lived an interesting life too before he became famous and after. And then he outed himself that he had OCD, and he lost a bunch of jobs. But then once he got help and he took medicine for it, then the jobs started rolling back in. Then for a while he quit all the game shows, and he was for like 15, 20 years he was the host of the Food Network channel, which I was like, that's a pretty cool gig. So Mark Summers bio book. All right, 4 more. Hang on. It's hard because all of these are great reads. Let's see here. I'm going to put down Sleepy Hollow because my mom and dad bought that for me when I was a kid, and they knew from a very early age, wow, Fears loves Halloween, and Sleepy Hollow is like the All-American, the All-American creepy ghost story. It's probably one of the first American ghost stories, you know? So, Sleepy Hollow. And if you've never read that book, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Sleepy Hollow. Then, I think it was my mom and my grandma bought me an original copy of Wizard of Oz. So, Wizard of Oz is going to go on there. Wizard of Oz. Let's see, I need 2 more. Probably the Zombie Survival Guide, because it was funny. It was a funny book. And the guy that wrote it, his name is Max Brooks. If you guys have never read that book, it's a comedy book, but it's also, he writes it as if zombies were fucking real. He like gives you like weapons in there and tactics. It's basically like the book I'm reading right now, Wild Wisdom by Donnie Dust. He gives you the tricks and the trade, how to survive in the wild, you know, and all that. And the only reason why I got it is because if you guys have never checked out Donnie Dust, his TikTok videos are fucking amazing. He's probably my favorite TikToker. You guys know how I have my favorite YouTubers, Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood. I got a couple others. He's my favorite. He's Donnie so far is my only favorite TikToker. I think his videos are great. People will give him challenges. Like, he'll be like, tell me what to build in the comments, and I'll find a way to fucking build it. So, like, someone's like, hey, Donnie, can you build a tent with just stuff that you find out in the bush, out in the wild? And then he always answers with, yeah, let's go. And he does this little fucking head bobble thing. He's like, hey, Donnie. He'll read it. He'll be like, hey, Donnie, can you build a tent? Yeah, I can do that. Let's go. And I fucking lose it every single time. He switches it up. It's either, yeah, with the head bobble, or, yeah, I can do that. And then he does the little thumb thing. Let's go. So, let me see here. So, probably the zombie survival guide. But that guy that wrote it, I liked how he wrote it whenever I read it. And that book is back in Missouri. I didn't bring that with me. All these books are back in Missouri. None of these I brought. Because when I moved out here for a job, my dad was like, just bring what you need, John. He goes, you don't need to bring all that other crap. That's why I've got half my nerd collection here, and the other half is in Missouri. So, zombie survival. And then they did a sequel to it. It went the zombie survival book, and then zombie, a handbook for the newly undead. So that book was a sequel to the zombie survival guide. So the zombie survival guide was like if you were fighting off zombies. That one's is if zombies could read, and it taught you how to be the best zombie you could be. So that was a funny read. And then he wrote a third book saying the zombie survival guide presents recorded zombie attacks. And so he wrote about the best zombie attacks in human history, according to this guy, Max Brooks. So he wrote all three. And I liked the first book, and I was like, I'm going to get his other two books. So that's number 9, the zombie survival guide. Let's see, number 10. And again, I'll get back to your comments in a minute, my friends. I'm just trying to hone in what my other... I mean, all these are good. All these are good reads. I'm going to put down the Bob Barker bio book because I have my grandma Fears to thank for that, because before I started going to school, like in kindergarten stuff, my mom and dad obviously had to work, and so they would take me to my grandma's or my aunt's while they were at work, and my mom or my dad would pick me up, and so I got to hang out with my grandma and my aunt all day. And boy, did my grandma like her soap operas. She liked her Bob Barkers, and she liked her game shows. So, but I actually did enjoy Bob Barker's bio book. It was really good. There we are. So, the top 10 books I've ever read is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, The Making of Ghostbusters, Camp Crystal Lake Memories, Back to the Future, The Making of It, Kane Hodder's bio book, Unmasked, Mark Summers' bio book, Sleepy Hollow, Wizard of Oz, The Ultimate Zombie Survival Guide, and then Bob Barker's bio book. So there we are. All right, now I can close my Facebook and get back to you guys, because there's probably gazillions of comments. That there are. All right, let me scroll up, and I'll get back to everyone's comments. Let's see, where did I leave off? I left off on Vision saying that Eddie was a Hustler reader. Do you read Hustler, Eddie? Because Fears would. It's a good read. Penthouse is a good read. Hustler is a good read. Playboy is a good read. Just don't get it mixed up with Playgirl. Read some Playboy, not Playgirl, Eddie. Because if you read some Playgirl, you wouldn't like that read. I'm just saying. All right, let's see. Let's continue on. Did you take physics class in college? No, I didn't, Visions. The reason why I wrote those is I don't even know. Someone told me about... Hang on. I have to pull up my Facebook again because the guy's name is on the book. He's a physicist, and he talks about, I have no idea. I mean, I kind of have somewhat of what physics is about, but the guy that wrote the book, he does, what's the best word to put it? He thinks outside the box, and he goes, yeah, I took physics in college, and I am a physicist, but he goes, I'll be honest, the only reason why I took physics is because I like science fiction physics. And what I mean by that is, and he did an interview on YouTube, and he said, yeah, he goes, normal physics is so fucking boring. He goes, the only reason why I took physics and became a physics professor is because I want to find out, is time travel possible? Do ghosts exist? So he tackles all the unknown physics that he always wanted to know, and everyone. He goes, I always wanted to know, whenever I was a little kid, are ghosts real? Well, I'll do the physics. I'll do the math on it. I always wanted to know about time travel. I always wanted to know about teleportation. I always wanted to know about extensive space travel, blah, blah, blah. So he talks about all that stuff. Like, are they possible? Is it possible? And the name of him is... So that's why I got it and read his book, because I've always been interested on all that stuff. So, let's see. What's his name? I've only read, I think, 2 of his books. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I'll give it a go. So, this one, Mika Kafu, hopefully that's how you say it, Mika Kafu, Physics of the Future, How Science Will Shape Human Destiny and Our Daily Lives by the year 2100. So, in that book, he teaches you how, like, how are you going to live in the future? Like, everything will be automatic. You won't even have to push a button when you come to your house. If you want to come in and say lights, you'll say lights. All that stuff. He said there'll be flying cars. He goes, there'll be like hover cars, all that shit. So it tells you about the science and the physics of all the futuristic shit that'll be in the future. I read that one. That was good. I think that was his first book, and then I read his second book, Physics of the Impossible, a scientific exploring process into the world of phasers, force fields, teleportation, time travel, and much, much more. So all that stuff, because he's a big fan of Star Trek, so he's like, is it physically possible? Is there enough science to make a phaser? Is there enough science to create a force field like in Star Trek? So that's essentially why I read his 2 books. I know since then, I know he's made more than those 2, but I think he started with those 2 books. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to close my Facebook. So that's the reason why I read those books, Visions. But no, I didn't take physics in college. I focused more on art and film. Art and film. That was what I focused on, because those are what really interest me. Yo, Marshall, what's up? Yo. Good to see you. Let's see. Eddie says the coffee is lit. It is. I mean, it's not a new blend, Eddie, but because I bought 3 things of coffee over there, because I always like to try new coffees, and those 3 coffees I've shown you guys on the streams. I just haven't finished it. Once I finish all 3 of them, then I'll go out and buy a new one. Someone told me, I think it was Walter. I think somebody in the community. So Walter, I don't want to say it was you because I honestly don't remember. Someone said that they found online, and they linked it to me, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mikey coffee. So I'm definitely going to be trying that on stream. And then a Ghostbusters Frozen Empire coffee. And I was like, ooh, yeah, now we're talking. So I definitely want to do those 2 coffees at some point, my friends. So at some point I'll be doing those. So yeah. What do you like about Casey's channel? Oh, man. Well, I'll be honest, Marshall. I'm starting to like it less and less because he doesn't make any content anymore. And if he does make content, it's like once a month or once every 2 months. But I get it. He's got like 13 million followers. So if he makes one video, then he gets gazillions of views and gazillions of dollars. I wish he would make more content. But what I do like about his content, he uses multiple different cameras, different camera angles, different ways on how to edit. Because of him, I found out how to do a time lapse. I love time lapses. And I put them in my vlogs and in my Feeders Man 26 videos all the time. Those are just some of the things that I like about him. There's other stuff, but that's just, some things that I like. Let's see here. Wow, David Letterman is here. Nice. David Letterman. I'm honored. I'm honored. And he's smoking a cigar in his profile picture. Nice. Well, there you go. Yo, 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 yo! Heroes and Villains Collectibles, what's up? What's up? Heroes, I want to give you a big shout out. Be sure to follow Heroes and Villains Collectibles on YouTube and on Twitch and on Instagram and on Twitter. And thanks a lot for being a great co-host on yesterday's show. Yesterday's show, we went for 6 hours. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you coming on, man. All right, next. Let's do the top 10. Do you guys remember this show? It's an oldie, but a goodie. We're going to do the top 10 episodes. Fears' top 10 favorite episodes. So, there we are. Top 10 Flash episodes. Okay. Elsie, I don't know if it's pouring down where you are, but man, it is pouring down over here. The weather has been crapola for the last couple of days. All right. Here we are. All right. Let's see here. Thank God they've got them all listed. All right. Because some of those Blu-ray sets and DVD sets, they'll just say episode 1, 2, 3. They don't name them. And I like when they tell you what the episode's about and they tell you what the name of the episode. So always, number 1, I got to start with the pilot, because if there was no pilot, then there would be no show. So, pilot. Pilot episode. Probably, Marshall, to answer your question, probably the next Disney vlog is probably going to be as soon as Jeff gets done with the next show. The next show is in Jacksonville. I'm not going to that show because it's like 3 hours there and 3 hours back. I'm good. And he called me, not yesterday, but he called me a few days ago and said, Fears, I know I've been telling you that I want to go to Disney with you. And I said, yeah, man. I said, whenever you're ready and whenever you're available. And he's like, do you mind if we do it during the week? I said, yeah, just as long as it's before I have to go to work. And he said, well, the Jacksonville show is really big. So he goes, it'll probably be sometime after that show. Because I've been trying to get him to come out because it was his idea. And I said, that's cool, Jeff. So it'll probably be sometime after that show. If he doesn't go, then I'm just going to go because I haven't went in a long time. So, yeah. Okay. So the first one is the pilot episode. Probably the next one is going to be, let's see here. Probably Double Vision. That's a good one. And no, I didn't just pick that because I'm friends with Visions. It's a good episode. Because I knew that was going to come. And Vision's like, did he pick it because we're friends? I'm like, no. We are friends, buddy, but it's just a good episode. And it is a real episode. Right here. Right there. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Probably episode 9, Ghost in the Machine. That was always a good one. Ghost in the Machine. That's a good one. And then, let's see, number 4. Oh, nice. When Mark Hamill played the Trickster. That's episode 12. The Trickster. The Trickster was always a good episode. Always a good villain to the Flash. So the Trickster. That's a good one. And Jeff, yes, I am using the Florida Toy Show pen because he asked me the other day. He goes, Fears, I gave you that pen for the top 10s. Are you using it? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right. Let's see. The Trickster. Let's see here. Probably Captain Cold, episode 17. Captain Cold. That was a good one. Number 6, probably the very last episode, episode 22, The Trial of the Trickster. The Trial of the Trickster. Let's see here. Probably episode 2, Out of Control. I'll put down episode 3. That's a good one. Watching the Detectives. That's a good one. I almost didn't put it down. I was like, maybe. I'll put it down. And then, let's see, I got 2 more. 2 more. Let's see here. I mean, all these are really good episodes. I really enjoyed the Flash as a kid. He's no Superman, mind you, but he is a cool superhero. Probably episode 20, Goodnight Central City. That's a good one. Goodnight Central City. And then number 10, I'm going to go with Deadly Nightshade. There we are. There we go. I'm doing much better, Marshall. I'm doing much better. And thank you for asking, my friend. I haven't had any pain in my chest in quite a while. And I have another checkup with the doctors in a couple of weeks. So I feel... And we'll see. We'll see. I don't know for sure if my blood pressure has gone down, but we'll see when I go for my checkup. But I've been doing everything I can to keep the blood pressure down. I've been meditating. I've been listening to soothing music. I've been trying to block out as much hate as humanly as possible. And I've been eating healthier. And I'm still working out 3 days a week. So I've been trying to get to 4 days a week. So I'm sure eventually I'll get there. I've just been so out of shape for so long, so I shouldn't have let it got that bad, but, you know, you make mistakes, you learn from, and you move on. There you are. All right. Let's see, what's next? Time for some reviews. So if you guys want me to do any more top 10s, you let me know, but for now, I'm going to close the book, and we're going to do some reviews. So I'm going to start with Blue Steel, because... it was such a letdown, my friends. Such a letdown. I thought, Jamie Lee Curtis, hot, sexy, she's been True Lives. She's been in Halloween, my favorite film. Well, my favorite horror film. Total letdown. It's going to be a 2 out of 10. It was crap. It was garbage. The only reason why I gave it a 2 out of 10 is because Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It was so boring. It's supposed to be a rookie cop, a demented killer, a point-blank thriller. Not really. It's more like a drama thriller. It was so boring, I fell asleep not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, and I had to start it again. The 4th time, I got about halfway, and it was so boring, I was like, I'm done. So I didn't even finish the film. That's how fucking boring it is. Very far and few times between as Fears not ever finished a film. It's that fucking boring. Don't waste your time. Thank God I got it for like $3 or $4 at vintage stock. I thought it was going to be great. I'm telling you, Visions. I remember I was on vacation. I'm like, oh, nice. A rookie cop. I've never seen Jamie Lee Curtis as a cop. She's tracking down a demented serial killer. It's a thriller. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I sit down. I start to watch it. And this is how I went through. I'm like, okay. Right on. All right, I'm starting to get a little tired. When is the action going to happen? I'm getting really tired. And then the third mood, the fourth move I went into was, I'm done. And I turned it off. It was horrible. It was crap. It was garbage. So, do not waste your time on this. 0. Crap, garbage, 2 out of 10. Exactly. Alrighty. I'm going to pick out my favorite matches of Triple H. So that's a 2 out of 10. This one, it was a solid watch. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So, let me just open this and pick my favorite matches, my friends. Okay, so it's got all the matches right here, so I have to take the disc out. So I definitely liked the WCW Saturday Night versus Ricky Steamboat. That was a good one. And then Judgment Day was good. The Rock versus Triple H was good. No disqualification match. Triple H versus, it looks like Kane. That was a good one. And then Triple H on Raw, February 6, 2006. That was funny. That was good. Ric Flair versus Triple H. That was good. Let's see here. What was another good one? Oh, Triple H versus Chris Jericho. That was pretty good. Triple H at Backlash, April 29th, 2002. So those were some of my favorites. So basically, it's about how he became Triple H. How he started, at WCW, then moved to WWE, and how he became a nobody into somebody. And then it's got a bunch of highlights of all of his matches. Then it's got some full matches. Then it's got a bunch of behind the scenes. And one of the best behind the scenes is when he finally got married to Stephanie McMahon, and they're in his dressing room, and I don't remember what it was called, like the little skit, but he comes in with his wife, Stephanie McMahon, and I guess they had just gotten married. And I love this. That's probably my favorite skit out of this whole DVD. And he comes in, and there's all these beer cans all over the ground, all over his table, all in the, because it's a big dressing room, all over the couches, all on the nightstand, all that shit. And he goes, "What the hell is this?" And all of a sudden, she's like, "Hunter, who did this? It reeks of beer in here." And then you hear the toilet flush. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes on. He goes, oh, hey, Steph, hey, Triple H. And then he's like, what the hell are you doing in here? And he goes, I'm not trying to do anything. It's like you got a force field on you. I can't touch it. And he goes, that's a load of crap, Stone Cold. You're not going to get me suspended for 6 months. And then he's like, speaking of rumbles, he goes, my stomach was kind of rumbling. I had to go in there and use the facilities. And then Stephanie's like, you used my bathroom? And she's all like melodramatic. Like her hands get like that wide. She's like, you used my bathroom? And he's like, yeah. He goes, I cleaned off the sink. I cleaned off the rim for my protection so I wouldn't get anything, that you have or your husband has. He goes, anyway, it's all stopped up, but don't worry, I'll come back a little bit later and I'll get a plumber and I'll have them plunge it out for you because I know you're gonna have to use the facilities at some point. And he was like, all right. He goes, well, it was good seeing you guys. He's like, I'll see you out there, whenever our match is, or he says some shit like that. He goes out, and then Stephanie looks at Hunter and she's like, what the hell? And then he picks up a beer can and he throws it at the fucking door. Right as Stone Cold closes the door. That's probably my favorite skit. It was something like that, and it's on this DVD, and I fucking lost my mind. So that shit was funny. So solid watch, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So there we are. Let's see. Vision says, a lot of unknown movies are unknown for a reason. This is true. That's one of them, Visions. 2 out of 10. Blue Steel, I thought it was going to be amazing. They overhype it. They oversell it. They're like a demented serial killer, a rookie cop, clinging to his hip, trying to find him. I was like, this is going to be good. It was not good. 2 out of 10. It was crap. It was fucking garbage. So, yeah. This weekend, I watched The Way of the Dragon, which was good. Oh, it's so good, buddy. Bruce Lee style. A Bronx Tales, which was great. Annie Hall, which was also great. And Blood Diner. Ooh, Blood Diner. I don't think I've seen that one. I think you and Walter and Pixel have told me about it, but I think we should watch the trailer. Blood Diner. Wait, have I? Let me see. I think that sounds familiar. I think I've already put that one on the list. Hang on. That sounds familiar. Blood Diner. Maybe I haven't. Oh, by the way, Visions, they finally found that Rotor movie. Apparently it got lost in the mail. I got an email yesterday. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. Don't worry, we'll resend it to your house. I'm like, that would be great, because I did pay for it. And I said, where did it get lost? They said, oh, someone misplaced it at the post office. I was like, okay, it's fine. Just send it to my house. We're good. We're really sorry. I'm like, it's fine. No worries. Just make sure I get it. Send it to my house. Okay. Let's see here. Grizzly, Laser Blast. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I haven't put it on here. Galaxy of Terror. The name alone makes me fucking lose it. Galaxy of Terror, motherfucker. Oh, Lord. Chud 2. Chud 1 was great. I cannot wait for Chud 2. And then Pixel told me about something about Surf Nazis Must Die. Quite the title. A zombie surfing in California and then like killing zombies or some shit. I don't know what the hell it is. Sounds hilarious. And then you told me about Mother's Day, which was nuts, Visions. Like the lady's like, kill for me! Kill me! And then she's like, kill my sons, kill for me. And then the fucking guy, I felt so bad for the guy in the, whatever it was, Visions, the guy in the white car, the white pickup truck. The killer grabs him by the back of the head, chops his fucking head off, like with a meat cleaver. All one go. And he's like, ah! I was like, well, yeah, you're just getting your head cut off, motherfucker. I'm like, screaming is not going to help. You're already fucking dead. I don't think I put this one on the list. I'm not seeing it. Let me look at the back and the front one more time. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, The Reanimator, Okra, 1977. The Slumber Party Massacre 1, 2, and 3. Killing teenagers. Oh no, they're in college with like a drill or some shit. Fade to Black, 1980. Repo Man, the Omega Man, which I cannot wait to see. Pixel suggested Heavy Metal Parking Lot Massacre. The Reanimator 1 through 4. Rolling Thunder. And then you told me about Robot Jocks, 1989. You made a T-shirt about it. It looked cool. So I don't think Blood Diner is on here. It sounds hilarious though. Nope, it's not on there. So let's have a look-see. Let's see. Which was pretty funny, but which was pretty bad but funny. Well, those are always usually the best ones. It's so crap and fucking garbage that you can't help but laugh at it, you know? Motherfucking Blood Diner. Fucking Blood Diner. Oh, Lord. I don't know who comes up with this garbage, but God bless them. I'm telling you, Visions, I would just love to have time traveled, and you see all these executives. Guys, we got a really good idea for a movie. How about, like, they look like clowns, but they're not really clowns, and they're from a distant galaxy and shit, and their spaceship looks like a circus tent. I'm telling you, this is going to sell. And then I just guarantee you, they look right at the executives, and the executives are like, what the fuck are these people on about? And then, of course, the executives, they're going to be nice, so they're like, okay, so what's the name of the movie? Okay, you guys ready for this? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Dun, dun, dun. You know, I can't believe. They must have sold it, though, because they got the money to make it, and it's a part of film history, so there it is. All right. Here we go. Motherfucking Blood Diner. Blood Diner. Oh, my Lord. 1987. Oh, so it's very old. Okay. Blood Diner, 1987. Well, I'm already losing it at the thumbnail, Vision. So this guy has got, like, real poofy 80s hair, like with a mullet. And he looks like he's dead because his flesh is kind of gray. And he's got blood dripping out in between his teeth, running down his chin. So this looks like a real winner. All right, here we go. Fucking Blood Diner. All right. Here we go.
Running a species with 50,000 locations.
All right. Oh, this is so old. You hear all the crackling and shit in the background? Oh, Lord.
Hello, fellow food lovers. I'm Phil Mignon, world-famous gourmet.
This guy is hilarious. He's like, my name's Philip Monon, famous world food critic and shit. And he's got like these little glasses, and he's got this fucking poofy hair, and he's got like this little, like, flower visions in his fucking, like, coat pocket and shit. This fucking guy. I gotta start this again. Listen to this fucking guy. This is great. So already we're off to a good start. This is great.
Hello. I'm Phil Mignon, world-famous gourmet. In my travels, I've sampled some of the most exquisite foods the world has to offer. That's why they've...
This fucking guy is great. It's already on the list, Visions, because of this fucking guy. This guy is making me fucking lose my mind.
Me to tell you all about a charming new eatery located right downtown. As you can see, the atmosphere is lovely.
The atmosphere is so lovely. Yeah, it's lovely until someone gets their head fucking chopped off by a meat cleaver. Oh!
But, of course, the finest attribute of this quaint cafe is the marvelous cuisine. By the way, what is a special...
This is great. This is fucking fantastic.
A Tuesday surprise.
Well, if I told you that, it wouldn't be a surprise anymore, would it?
They're, mouth-watering specialties.
Oh my god. There's like this queen, I don't know what she is, Visions. She's got red makeup, like, over her eyelids, and she's got super razor sharp teeth, and all this, like, green, like, creamy liquid ooze is, like, coming out of her mouth. It's got, like, a green look to it. So I don't know if she's a vampire or a fucking zombie or a mix or a half-breed. I don't know what the hell she is. But already, I'm losing my mind. This is great.
We'll have you, as they say, licking your lips. Only the freshest natural ingredients are selected. The first ingredients we need are...
Oh, now there's a brain cooking on a stove. In a glass jar.
From a couple of plants. For use in their carefully guarded recipes.
I'd give my right arm for that secret recipe.
Yes, the chef puts a bit of himself into every succulent dish.
I love how they did this trailer, Visions. Like, this guy's talking, he's in a restaurant, and behind him is these glass windows, and it's like overlooking like a massive lake with a... It looks like New York City is like in the background. That's what it looks like. I've only been to New York City in my life a couple of times, but it looks like it's like the host is like, he's walking around in this diner, and it's like overlooking this massive... It's either the ocean or the lake, or it's like a lake view side. But it's probably the ocean because New York City is like, you know, near the ocean and shit. But the way they set this trailer up, I'm fucking literally losing my mind. Oh my god, this is great. I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute. Fucking guy, like, the food is mouth-watering, and then all of a sudden it cuts to that zombie bitch with like green liquid like coming out of her mouth. She's like, ah, like doing all that shit. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. All this like green liquid is like protruding out of her mouth, like an over amount of it. It's not just a little bit; it's a lot. I'm like, this is yeah.
Oh, and he's always pleased to serve you to your friends.
I'm serious. I hope that this announcer guy, Visions, is in the fucking movie. Don't tell me. I hope he is. They better have put this fucking announcer guy not just in the trailer. I hope this fucking announcer guy is in the fucking movie, because this guy is making me fucking lose my mind.
Shouldn't that be serve you and your friends? No. Your gracious hostess will direct you to your table, where you will dine as if there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, there will be no tomorrow, because a bunch of zombies will kill you and eat you in this fucking diner. Oh my god, her fucking chest opened up, Visions, and it had all these, like, teeth. So, I don't even know if she's a zombie. I have no idea what this fucking creature is, but it's definitely one for the books.
So, breeze on down and don't let anything stand in your way. This Epicurean haven is called Blood Diner. You got that?
Blood Diner! This is fucking great. Oh, you were right, Visions. It's bad, but it's one of those it's so bad type of movies that it's actually kind of good. This is fucking terrible. This has to be in the Fierce collection. It's going on the list for sure.
So, this is Phil Mignon.
Phil Mignon signing off, and then like some fucking lady like in a really weird green looking like tarp dress like hands him a glass of wine and shit.
Saying bon appetit.
Oh, they're all zombies around him. Oh shit.
Oh, mommy.
The Blood Diner. First they greet you, then they eat you. No one under 17 admitted.
Oh god, that was great. First they greet you, then they eat you. That's clever. That's going on the list. Oh my lord. Oh, that was fantastic. A great dining experience, my friends. What are you, fucking nuts? Don't go to that diner. That was great. I'm running out of room here. I need to really type this up at some point. Maybe this weekend I'll type it up. Let's see. Blood Diner. And what year was it? 1987. I'm telling you, man, the amount of thrillers and science fiction and horror movies they made in the 80s and 70s and 90s blows my mind. And I guarantee you, Visions, a lot of these movies in the 80s were like overlapping each other. Like while one was shooting, another movie was about to start shooting, or some movie had just finished shooting. So yeah, that was hilarious. That was funny. Oh my lord. Blood Diner. Dun dun dun. Fucking Blood Diner. What a name. What a name. Oh my lord. Rise and shine, boys. Up and at 'em. That is... I want to say her name, how you pronounce it. Sheeter? This is Sheeter, the queen of the underworld. Okay, so she is dead if she's part of the underworld. Okay. Or goddess, rather. She was definitely something. Yo, Richie, what's up? Is this the actual Richie? Must I check? Because the other day, a fake Randall came in here. Is it a fake Richie? It is not a fake Richie. It's the ultimate. It is actually Richie. Well, thanks for another great recommendation, Visions, because that was funny. And that's probably Sega messaging me. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. You just go ahead and study Star Wars, because I forgot to turn off my phone so there wouldn't be any interruptions. So let me find out who just texted me or messaged me or whatever, and then I'll turn off my phone. So give me 1 second. Oh, okay, never mind. It was one of my friends from high school. I have a lot of friends from my old high school days on my Facebook, and so my friend from high school messaged me and said, "Hey, Fears, how's Florida?" I'm not going to tell you his name, but I will message him after the stream, but I guess he was just keeping in touch. So I gave him a thumbs up, and I will write him back after the show. Well, good to see you, Richie. Eddie says that I farted. That's not true. I didn't fart today. I farted yesterday, but I didn't fart today. So, shh. All right. Next on the list. So let's see. We did Blue Steel. So Blue Steel was a 2 out of 10. The Triple H with all the matches, it was a solid watch. It was 8 out of 10. And real quickly, I've already watched these, but I rewatched them again because it's a dual set. And I buy anything and everything Ghostbuster. Let's see here. 9 out of 10. This one was based on a lot of the cartoons. So I like the cartoons a lot. It's my favorite cartoon. So I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. There we are. There we go. Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys have had a good start of your week. I'll be honest, Visions, I'm still trying to process that movie. That movie was a doozy. Oh, hello! I'm Mr. Flemaine Mayon, or whatever the fuck his name was. And he had like this little 80s suit on with a little fucking shirt and tie, his little fucking glasses and shit. It's fucking great. He's like, I only dine at the most pristine, restaurants. Everything must be perfect. My salad must be just the right amount of salad dressing. Ranch, a tad of bacon bits, And I'm like, this fucking guy. I'm like, he better be in there. Don't tell me, Visions, but that fucking announcer guy better be in the movie. I won't be disappointed if he isn't, but that guy was fucking hilarious. So I definitely want the zombies to kill that fucking, like, announcer fucking Flamane, you know, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. That was hysterical. I loved it. It was great. What am I munching on? I am munching on some grapes. Phil, that's right. Phil Mayon. I knew it. It's such a weird name, and then I was watching it, and because there was a lot to take on in that fucking trailer. And then I started talking, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck was that guy's name? But yeah. That was a doozy. Let's see, what else did you watch over the weekend, Visions? Let's see. You said you watched that. I have watched Way of the Dragon and Enter the Dragon. I've never watched A Bronx Tales. I've heard of it. And then I've never watched Blood Diner. I didn't know that you liked Bruce Lee. Well, let's be honest. Who doesn't like Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee is the fucking man. Kato, Enter the Dragon. I've watched almost everything that Bruce Lee has done. I haven't watched all. And then what was really cool, I think I've told this story, Visions, but just in case if anyone's hasn't heard this story, I think my dad bought Bruce Lee's book before he met my mom, because his book came out in the 70s, and my dad did not meet my British mother until 1979, 1980, when he was in the military. And oh, forgive me, Dad, I don't remember. My dad told me when he bought the book. I think he bought it right when it came out. Let me find out when Bruce Lee's. But before my dad died, he gave me that book that he bought. He goes, John, I know you like Bruce Lee. He goes, you want that book that I bought? I went, oh, hell yeah, Dad. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. He goes, it looked brand new, because my dad, like me, I learned this from my dad. My dad took care of all of his stuff. So there wasn't a scratch on, like, the book cover. It looks brand fucking new, even though it's super old. So when did Bruce Lee have his book come out? Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. It came out, let's see. He wrote 2 books. Let's see. Bruce Lee actually wrote and self-published in 1963. Oh, I'm sorry. It says Bruce Lee actually wrote and self-published his one and only book, 1963, Chinese Gung Fu, The Philosophy Art of Self-Defense. After that, in 1972, he was the technical editor of James Lee Wing's Kung Fu book. So he helped edit a book, but he actually wrote his book in 1963. But I think, from the way the story was told from my dad, Visions, even though it came out in 1963, I think my dad bought the book I want to say 1970, 1971. I remember my dad said it was in the 70s, like early 70s, like when he bought it, because the book had been out for a little while. So I have it back in Missouri. It's in a box. It's awesome. I remember before I moved, I read some of it, but I didn't read all of it. So one day when I go back to visit my mom, I'm definitely gonna get it, and I'll put it on my bookshelf in my bedroom, because that was a really cool gift from my dad. So that's what's up. So yeah, I'm walking on sunshine, people. Yo, what's up, Dr. Jenkins? Good to see you. Well, the show is almost over, so I will end you with I will answer a few internet questions that I've already pulled up. So let me just pull them up. That was a nice little show, because before I go to work tonight, I want to get some type of content out. I keep saying I've almost done editing those 2 movies. Oh, not movies, those 2 videos. I did have one fully edited, and then I changed my mind and I re-edited it, because you know me, I'm a stickler. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my content. So yeah. So let me pull up those questions. Let's see here. I've done it from this list before. and I just go down the page. Let's see, where did we leave off? We left off. Oh, hang on, this is the wrong list. Where is it? Where is it? There we are. There we go. Excuse me. Oh wait, this is the wrong list. Ah, hilarious. Where is it? Do. Oh, here we go. It was the same list, but I forgot where our place was. Okay, so let me write these down. Okay. All right, so continuing on the list of questions. It says, which Hollywood star could you wish to have lunch with? Oh, well, that's simple. Nev Campbell. But I'll do one if I could have lunch with a guy actor and a girl actor. So lunch, I'll put lunch with actors. And this could be dead or alive. So female actress Nev Campbell. For sure. She is a hot tamale. Male actor, let's see, probably Jim Carrey or... God, that's a hard one. Jim Carrey or... I think Adam Sandler would be cool. You know what? I'm going to go with Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler. He's a funny guy. Adam Sandler or probably Arnold, because I love the Terminator movies. I'm going to go with Adam Sandler. Okay. All right, what's next? Let's see here. Let's see. What is your ideal height for a partner when you're dating? Either right below Fears or at the same height. So, ideal height for a girlfriend. I'll just make it simple. Answer, same height as me or just a tad bit lower. Same height or a smidge lower. But if a real hot, sexy, like tall girl was like, hey, you want to go on a date, Fears? I wouldn't say no. All right, let's see. Next question. And I can't see your guys' comments right now because I have the questions up. So feel free to write, and when I get done, I will answer all the comments. Okay, so let's see here. Where did we leave off? All right, let's see. Same height. Let's see. What could you tell the world if it was listening to you right now? I would say everyone be nicer to each other. So, if you could tell the world something and everyone would hear it, what would it be? Be nice to each other. There's so much hate in the world, especially on YouTube. How does Fears know that? I think you know the answer to that already. Oh my Lord. Things have gotten better though. It's not as bad, but there's still a lot of hate. Let's see. What's the next one? What is your favorite sea animal? I literally just wrote in random questions, so they're bouncing all over the place. It says, what is your favorite sea animal that you wish you could be in case you were a sea animal? Fears likes to stay cold. I love my AC, so I'm going to go with penguin. Penguin would be my animal. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one because I talked about it today. Do you love reading books? If yes, who is your favorite author and why? I don't know too many authors, but I've read a bunch of books, so I'm going to change it. Do I love books? Yes. Do I love to read? And I'm going to put yes. It has to be a subject that I'm interested in. Yes, it has to be a subject I am interested in. Okay. I'm going to do a few more, and then I'm going to call it a day because it's already 5 o'clock. The day went by lickety-split. And I'm hungry because I didn't have any breakfast. I was so tired from work. I just took a shower, went to bed, and then I woke up, skipped lunch, except for grapes, and then I'm going to have a dinner. I've only been trying to eat like one meal a day. If I have to eat in between, then I'll have a little snack of like nuts or berries, or I'll have a glass of orange juice, just something healthier, and then I just make one big meal, at the end of the day. Let's see here. What's next? How many jobs have you ever done in one go in college? Oh, that's easy. 2. 2 jobs. So, I'm just going to put college jobs. And then one job was at a movie theater. And the other one was Walmart. Thank God I don't have to work at Walmart anymore. Nothing against Walmart, just it was so boring. So boring. The movie theater was actually fun, and it's something that I enjoy because I like movies. But Walmart, hey, John, can you go in the back and stack these boxes? Sure. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Can't wait, At least at the movie theater, I got to help out guests, and I sold tickets, and then I moved up to like supervisor. I should have stayed there though. If I would have stayed, I would have became a manager. But the highest I got was a supervisor, which was one step below a manager. But it was still fun. Okay, let's see. College jobs. Where did I leave off? Name your 5 top passions. Ooh, that's gonna be hard because I have a lot of passions. So, passions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would just say art in general. Art. I don't care. I like to draw, paint, sculpt, act, film. I love art. So just art in general. Art. Traveling. I love to travel whenever I can. And I don't care how. By boat, by plane, by submarine, by fucking subways, trains, whatevs. Fears likes to travel. So travel. I'm just going to say collecting because I collect a bunch of stuff. When I was a kid, I collected baseball cards. Now I collect movie trading cards as an adult. I collect movie props. I collect movies. So I'm just going to say collecting because it's all in there. Collecting. And then 4 and 5 would be making content / editing content. So 4 would be making content of all kinds, like content for my Instagram, taking photos and uploading honing my photography skills, YouTube, doing live streams, making vlogs, making videos for Fears Man 26 and Fears Vlogs, whatever type of content, editing it, uploading it, TikTok, making short, funny videos, just content in general, making content / editing content. And then 5 would be, let's see, art, travel, collecting, making content, editing content. I mean, that's a lot of them. It's hard to pick a 5th one. That's a lot of them. I mean, because a lot of that hones in my collection. My collection of passions. Because I do like to paint, but that would be under art. Let's see here. I would say exercise. Whenever I do it, exercise. Which recently I've been doing a lot. All right, there we are. All right, next, let's see here. This website is so dumb. I have to constantly keep finding my spot because if you leave the website alone, it refreshes it. So I'll scroll down to like question number 45, which that was 45. And then if you leave it alone for a while, for some weird reason, it goes all the way back up to number 1. I'm like, no, fucking stay down because I'm reading them, as we go. So it's weird that you have to like scroll down and get back to wherever. Let's see, 46. Where is that? Whom do you think has ever given you the best compliment that you'll never forget? Oh God, let's see, best compliments. I'm gonna have to do. I'll do 1 through 5. Best compliments. And I guess that question number 46 is asking who gave you the best compliment. Probably my parents, because they gave me unconditional support. So my parents have given me great compliments. Randall has given me great. Randall, one of my best friends. Randall. The third one would be Eric. Eric is my other best friend. Let's see, my parents, Randall, Eric. Some of my college professors, because I got some bad negative comments on some videos, which I had to remember. I told you guys I tore that professor a new asshole. He deserved it though. I scared the shit out of him so bad that he stopped teaching that class. I'm telling you though, he was such a piece of shit. It was me and like 5 or 6 other guys. So it wasn't just my project. It was me and like 6 other people's project. We worked on it for 2.5 to 3 weeks, and we all thought it was great. He tore it to shreds in front of the entire class, and I was like, that guy is a fucking idiot. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. All the people in my group was like, we didn't think it was that bad. We thought it was actually pretty good. I'm like, that's bullshit. And I said, if you guys aren't going to stand up for us, because I thought we deserved an A. He eventually gave us an A after I put my foot down. He was going to give us a B+. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. I'm like, we worked on it for 3 weeks. And then everybody in the group was like, well, what are you going to do, Fears? Like, he's the teacher. I'm like, that's bullshit, though. I'm like, we put our heart and soul into this fucking project. And then I think the reason why I got mad is because we were all in a group talking, and this is how I remember it going down. He heard me and someone else say we put our heart and soul into it, and then he kind of was like, you put your heart and soul into that? And he kind of like shrugged it off and laughed, and that's what got Fears' blood boiled. I was like, no, who are you, motherfucker? I got 2 inches from his face. I kid you not, Visions. I was screaming at this guy. I was like, fuck you, You know, I mean, this was pure Fear's rage mode. I was like, fuck you, you motherfucker. I'm like, I hope you fucking die. I'm going to smash your face into a fucking wall. And I'm like, say one more word. Say one more motherfucking word. You know, I fucking dare you. I mean, I was going ballistic. And he didn't think I was going to go that ballistic. I mean, I saw red. And this was the old Fears back in the day when I had zero patience. And I was ready to crucify this guy's fucking life. Which I pretty much did. Because I was screaming 2 inches from his face, and his eyes went from this to like that big. He didn't know how to respond. I'm like, I fucking dare you to respond, you motherfucker. Just do it, and it'll be the end of your fucking life. I mean, I was going nuts. So then I had to leave, and I went to the bathroom to calm down. I threw some water in my face, and as I came out of the bathroom, I saw him walking out of the class, and he walked down, and then he never came back. I guess I had scared the shit out of him so much that, or he didn't want to put up with me or whatever. And I remember a couple minutes later, I came back, I sat down, and I started editing my next project. And everyone kind of looked over and was like, Fears, you're going to get in trouble. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I do not fucking care. I'm like, what are they going to do? Throw me out? They could have well thrown me out of college. Thank God they didn't. I was like, that guy was a fucking asshole. I said, I was standing up for the group. And they're like, Fierce, like you yelled the shit out of that guy. And he goes, and then I don't remember who, someone said, you scared the shit out of him. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care at all. Zero care. I was like, I don't care. I didn't say zero care, but I remember saying, I don't care. I'm like, that guy was a fucking asshole. He fucking deserved it. I said, we all know that we worked on it. I said, we worked on it for 3 weeks, and he just took a big, fat fucking dump on it. I think I said something like that. And they're like, yeah, he was kind of an asshole. I was like, no, not kind of. He was a fucking asshole. I'm like, he could have given us constructive criticism in a better way. That's what he's supposed to. He's a fucking teacher. I'm like, he totally shitted on it, right? So I remember he went away. I guess he ran off to tell the dean or something. I remember a substitute teacher, or another teacher, I don't know if it was a substitute, teacher said, I'm going to take over for the class. And in my mind, I went, oh, here we go. I'm like, because as soon as she walked in, I know who she was. She was very nice. And she was, I'm going to take over the class just for today. That's where she was wrong, though, because I guess I scared the shit out of him so much, he never came back to teach our class. She took over for the class. So, she comes in, and about 10 minutes go by, and I had my head down because I was like, they're either going to send me home for the day, or they're going to kick me out of school, because I was so pissed. So I just quietly had my head down. I'm editing, and I'm making notes, editing my next film project. And she's like, excuse me. And she like tapped me on the shoulder, and I look up, and I'm like, yeah, what's going on? And she's like, is your name John Fears? I said, yes, it is. She goes, you're not in trouble, but I heard there was a there was a confrontation. And I didn't mean to laugh, Vision, but I was like, I remember I looked at her and said, that's an understatement. I said, this guy was a total, I wanted to say asshole, but I didn't want to curse at a teacher. So I said, this guy was a total jerk. I said, we worked on it for 3 weeks. I said, instead of giving us constructive criticism, I said, I don't mean to dog him. I said, he just totally said it was a piece of crap. I said, when we worked hard at school, after school, on our own time, working on this film project to get an A. And I said, you watch this. I said, we deserve to get an A on this. And she watched it and she goes, well, I agree. She goes, it is really good. I said, see, there you go. I said, he had no right to totally trash it. Right? So she's like, well, I can't give you an A. I said, I understand. I said, is he coming back? And she goes, I don't know. And she goes, I just wanted to tell you that I may have to take over for the class because she goes, you literally scared the life out of him. I said, good. I said, I'm sorry, but I said, I'm not, She goes, I think you should apologize to him. I said, there's no way in God's green earth I will ever apologize to that idiot. And I never did. Because he was such a fucking jerk. And then she said, well, the dean wants to talk to you. And I went, oh God, here we go. I'm like, they're going to throw me out of school. So I went in, and I basically told the same story that I told that teacher to the dean. And he was like, I'm just going to send you home for the day, Fears. He's like, but never yell at a teacher ever again. And he's like, we'll see what we can do about an A. And I said, okay. I said, you guys are, I said, the teacher or you or whoever has the ultimate decision. But I said, I think we deserve an A. And I remember that day, I called Randall, and he was like, what the hell, Fears? And I was like, yeah, I know, Randall. And come to find out, that guy never taught the rest of our class. That lady took over. And the only time I ever saw that guy ever again was at our graduation. He was up at the stand, and I didn't want to shake his hand. But all my teachers, all my classmates, my parents were there. So I didn't say one word to him. Like, I went all the way down the line. They're like, congratulations. And when he was at the very far end, and then he just looked at me and said, congratulations, Mr. Fears. Good luck in life. And I didn't say one word. I just went like that. And I kind of gave him that kind of, and I shook his hand. I just walked off. So in my mind, I was like, you can kiss my ass. I hope you get hit by a car. That's what I was thinking in my mind. But what I really did was, and I shook his hand like a man, and I walked off. That guy was a total dick. But all my other college professors were quite nice. So I'm going to put down college professors. Gave me some really good compliments. Let's see. My parents, Randall, Eric, college professors. Let's see here. I'm trying to think about all the people that's been in my life that's gave me a nice... Certain bosses that I've had have gave me good advice. So I'm going to say bosses have gave me good compliments. Like on my job. Bosses. And then number 5, I'm going to say the YouTube fans. You guys. I mean, you guys have... all the loving and loyal fans have always gave me like nice compliments, and you guys have given me advice. You guys have given me constructive criticism. So I'm going to put YouTube fans in general. All right, let's see. I will get back to you guys' comments in a second. I'm going to do probably 3 more questions, and then I think I'm going to end it, and I'm going to get some dinner. I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to get to work on getting some video up today. I've been editing back and forth. Whenever Fearsman 26 does come back, so far I've edited 5 projects. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 projects, because the 5th one was Randall's recent campaign video that I got his permission to upload on the main channel. So whenever I do a vlog, if I want to make another video for Fearsman, I quickly edit that, and then I just save it on my hard drive in a little file folder. So far I've got 5 projects on there ready to upload when Fearsman comes back. But by the time Fearsman does come back, I'll have a lot more projects than 5. All right, let's see here. That was 46, all right. 47. It's such a pain in the ass that I have to... This website is so fucking stupid. You scroll down, you read it, and then 50 seconds later, it brings it all the way back up to the first question. It's so dumb. Let's see, 47. What do you think is your talent? I've got a couple of talents. So let's see, talent. I'll do 5. I'm great at communication, like keeping a conversation going, so I'm a great talker, which helps when you do the streams and whenever I do my interviews, so great talker, communicator. I am a good listener. People have told me that. Listener. I wouldn't say I'm the best editor. I'd say Randall's the best editor I've ever seen. He makes some He's a lot better. I'm an okay editor. I'm a pretty good editor. But Randall's a far better editor than me. But I do think I have some talent for editing. So editing, on-screen presence. Some people would be afraid of the camera. I am not afraid of the camera. On-screen presence. I've gotten used to it after all these years. Sitting here and doing a show or doing the vlogs or whatever. Like, some people would be nervous. You know, like when I went on the air, I could not believe that I got on the air. That's probably a highlight in the YouTube career. And she's like, oh, don't be nervous. I was like, I am not nervous. I'm like, I'm more excited than anything, you know? So, let's see. Great talker, communicator, listener, editor, screen presence. Let's see, number 5. I would say great at collecting, so collecting. Because I find those gems. Oh, no, wait, no. Great negotiator. I almost forgot that one. Great negotiation skills. Whew, I almost forgot about that one. All right. I got 2 more questions left, and then I'm going to call it a day. But this has been a good stream, my friends. A very good stream. It's been a lot of fun. It definitely doesn't blow yesterday's stream out of the water. Yesterday, I haven't had that much fun in quite a long time, my friends. So thanks a lot for the fans making it fun, and thanks a lot for all my guests yesterday for making it fun. That was a good time. Let's see. What was your favorite memory of college? Oh, God. That's question 48. I'm going to do 5 memories because there's so many. Favorite college memories. Let's see here. I'd say number 1 is when our entire class, our entire group that I graduated with, we worked on our final project, and the final project was we made a 30-minute short film. It wasn't an hour, it was a 30-minute short film, and it was called 5150, and we put our fucking heart and soul into it, and we had props and costumes, and the whole, so, I mean, that was a great experience. So, 5150 short film, that's a great memory. Graduating, obviously, was another great memory. Graduation, because my grandma was there, my mom, my dad, my brother, my aunt, and her husband, my uncle, came down on my dad's side, so there was a lot of the Fears family there. Let's see here. When I got to use the crane camera, there was a crane, and we put a camera on it. That was cool. Crane camera, because I had never done that before. We had a green screen at our film school, and I had never shot. I had never shot in front of a green screen. I had never shot any objects or any film with anything in front of a green screen before, and I got to do that. That was whenever we did the Fears Man short film, where Fears Man was on a talk show, and my friend Mike, if you guys have seen the video, it's on Fears Man 26. He's sitting in the chair. He's like, can you show us some of your skills? And I said, I could fly. And I was like, up, and away, like that. And then you just see Fears Man fly out of the studio. And then you see me flying through the air. And they had, moving clouds in the background. And they had, a big board. And I laid flat on the board. And I was like this. So, to see Fears Man fly was a really cool memory. So, I'm going to put green screen. Green screen. / Fears Man. So even back then, Fears Man was I was honing the Fears Man isms. The Fears Man presence. Because I created fears, man, when I was 5 or 6, whenever it was, in kindergarten. Kindergarten or first grade or whenever the hell it was. Let's see. 2 more. I'm sorry, 1 more. Excuse me, 1 more. Let's see. 5150 short film, graduation, crane camera, green screen. I did enjoy all the painting classes because my class, I mean, my school wasn't just a film school. That was one section. It was a film and art school. Anything that was considered art, they had. Painting, sculpting, writing, acting, all that fucking shit was at my college. I just stayed in the film department, though, but I'd already had enough credits, so my senior year, they're like, Fears, you're already good to graduate. So they said, if you want to take some extra credit courses, if you ever decide to go for your master's, I've said, I can take whatever I want. And they're like, yeah, you're good. They're like, so really you don't have to, you could just show up at graduation. I said, no, my mom and dad paid for 4 years. So I said, I'll just take some extra credit. So I took a bunch of painting classes. So I'm going to put down painting classes. All right. And then one more question. Let's see here. Let's see. 49. How can you describe yourself in 6 words? Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's see. Describe yourself in 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Compassionate. I have a lot of passion for my passions and my friends and my family, so compassionate. Energetic. Fears has multiple amounts of energy. Compassionate, energetic, loving. Because I love the fans, and I love my friends, and I love my family. Loving, let's see, compassionate, energetic, loving, go-getter, or driven. Driven is another good word for go-getter. So driven. My dad always taught me, even if you don't succeed at your goals or succeed in what you want to do in life, you never give up. You keep on fucking going. And I was like, right on, Dad. So driven. Driven's a better word. Let's see. Compassionate, energetic, loving, driven. Spoiled. I'm just joking. I had to say that. I had to make a joke because Quentin calls me spoiled all the time. I'm just playing. I'm not spoiled. I was as a kid, but even though I was spoiled as a kid, I was always, I never took advantage of my parents. I always was eternally grateful for my life and everything that's happened in my life. So I'm going to put that down. Grateful. Let's see, number 6. Compassionate, energetic, loving, driven, grateful. I was going to say superhero because I am the fucking Fears man. But I think nerd. I'm going to put down movie nerd. That would be describe me in 6 words. Movie nerd. Nerd in general because I have comic books. I have trading cards. I'm a prop nerd, movie prop nerd. I'm a movie nerd, as we all can tell. So I would say the 6 that define me are compassionate, energetic, loving, driven, grateful, and movie nerd. All right, well, there it is. There we go. Whew. All right, well, I'm going to close this and get back to your guys' comments because I guarantee you probably the comments have been a-flowing. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. They definitely been flowing. All right, here. Let me scroll back. Let's see. Where was the last one that let's see, the last thing I said was Visions, tell me that guy's name, and his name was Phil. Okay. Vision says the Sandman. DVD Hunter says, hello, guys. What's up? Good to see you. That shirt looks like a Saved by the Bell shirt. I know. It's got kind of some Miami Vice to it. Saved by the Bell-ish type of qualities to it, Dr. Jenkins. I actually bought this at the same store I bought the blue Hawaiian shirt from yesterday. So I bought the blue one after this one, but I bought this one like 4 or 5 months ago. Put it in my with all my other wardrobe in the closet. And I had forgotten to take the tag off of it, so I was like, oh shit, it's still new. So I ripped the tag off today, washed it today, because you always want to wash it before you put it on. Even if it's on the rack and you bought it from the store and it's brand new, you don't know how long that shirt has been on the rack at the store. So I ripped the tag off, washed it, threw it on for today's stream. Like you're going to throw iron with AC Slater. I don't know. The three guys were probably I can't pick between Screech, because Screech had funny qualities. AC Slater was fucking hilarious, and so was Zach. And I loved it when Zach was like, time out, and he froze time. And I have all the episodes of Saved by the Bell, Dr. Jenkins, and they did the making of Saved by the Bell on one of them. And I forgot the actor's name that played Zach Morris, but he said that wasn't in the script. I came up with that on the fly, and then the director was like, what the hell was that all about? And he said, I just think it would be funny if Zach was the ultimate preppy, the ultimate like guy everyone loved, and he was kind of completely flawless, and he could stop time. And he's like, do you mind if I try it in a take? And he said, yeah, go for it. And so they did a take, and I guess the director loved it, and then they kept it in there. And I was like, that's fucking cool. And then, of course, probably my favorite lady on the show, Kelly Kapowski. She was so hot. Hot. Let's see here. Zach Morris. Let's see. DVD Hunter says, yeah, it does. It looks like a Zach Morris shirt. Pretty much. But you guys know I love my Hawaiian shirts. Pretty much. DVD Hunter says, what about Visions or another YouTube friend? Well, I did. I put that. I said all the YouTube fans. So I wouldn't hurt any of my YouTube friends or any of my YouTube fans. I put YouTube fans in general. All of them. But I was trying to answer that question of like, you guys have given me great compliments and advice over the years. So with my mom and my dad and the rest of my family, my college professors, some bosses that I've worked for. I was trying to get everybody in there. So yeah. Oh, nice quote, Visions. What does he say? I'm trying. It's been a while, Visions, since I've seen the movie. What ain't no language? They speak English and what? You know, English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. That is a great scene. And of course, the idiot says what, and he gets shot. If that guy was yelling at me, I would be like, because he's sitting in the chair. Then the fucking guy starts eating his hamburger and drinking on his soda. He's like, "Oh, this is a tasty burger." I would just be like, "I'm not saying shit. This guy's a fucking nutcase, screaming at me, pointing a gun at me. He just shot me in the. I think he gets shot in the leg, doesn't he, Visions? Either he gets shot in the leg or the arm or something." I can't even remember if he dies, Visions. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. And he screams at him, and then all the burger eating, and he's sipping on the soda, and he's like, "Oh, this is a tasty burger." I think all that shit comes after the the say what again, you motherfucker. So yeah, it is a great scene though. It is a great scene in movie history, my friends. It is. Yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up? She says, zung, and then some chung in your lungs, bung. See, now you're getting it, Tinder Immortal. You're starting to get the concept of me and Trent's language. You can't have chung without some zung, and you can't have bung without some lung, or you reverse it. You can't have chung without some zung, and you can't have lung without some bung. So there you are. It's quite a technical, difficult process, but you're starting to get it. Oh, man. Oh, Mountain Dew is here. Just in general, Mountain Dew. Hello to Fears Man. Hello. I'll be honest, Mountain Dew, I've stopped drinking Mountain Dew and soda altogether. So there we are. There we are. Anyway, I'm taking off. But I hope you guys have had a great time. I know I've had a great time. It's been a lot of fun. All right, I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Fears Vlogs on YouTube. FearsMan26 is coming back very soon. Subscribe to Randall, Lord Randall, Cameo Man 2021, the main channel, and the second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Don't forget to check out Immortal, soon to be Mrs. Immortal, at Twitch and on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch and on YouTube. Follow Richie Wright at Richie Wright. Richie, we got to get some more ultimate lake jumps. Get that fucking BMX bike. Make a ramp. Go like 20 to 30 feet away. Hit the fucking ramp full force. Have 7 to 8 seconds. You know what? Let's make it even. Have a good 10 seconds into the air. Go flying through the air. In midair, jump off the fucking bike and crash right into the fucking lake or the river or some type of body of water. We need more of those videos. Because that was one of the very first videos I ever saw of you, Richie, and I about fucking lost my mind and I was laughing hysterically. Good content, my friend. You just hit the fucking ramp. You're like, schnook! All the way. Flying through the air. Crash right into the... It was either a river or a lake or some shit, because you've done both, so... It was funny shit. Follow Tommy NC 2010, and follow Tommy's brother, Timmy MC, on YouTube. Alright. Well, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday, because I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I'm going to work on some video editing tomorrow. So I'll see you Wednesday. Alright, this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. See you next time. Later.